of how you, in the trenches, see the either clash or seamless integration of a movement towards more cost-effective care and innovation. Can those two things exist? The point of this conversation. Yeah.
Well, I'd be happy to start. I would say absolutely they coexist. And in fact, if we don't embrace innovation, certainly as a healthcare provider and coming from an academic medical center, then I think we're doomed for failure, which is not an option. We look at the opportunity to engage in innovation in cost containment as an opportunity to think creatively. And at Brigham and Women's Hospital, our charge is to infuse innovation and discovery into everything we do, whether it's redesigning our care models. We're thinking about population health management, which Andrew and David know quite well, and we can talk about later, a new approach to delivering care, whether it's innovation in our research space from basic research to clinical research to population-based research, or innovation in our educational models. We need to teach young physicians how to embrace new care delivery methods. So we are fully embracing innovation, Martha, and we think that academic medical centers must be the home for innovation. We must advance innovation, and for us, failure is not an option because simply life is at stake.
Bob.
Thank you, Martha. I can remember about 5 or 6 years ago, I was on this podium and I was talking about venture philanthropy and how we as patient groups wanted to start to interact more with industry and trying to accelerate the discovery of new drugs as the mission of the Cystic Fibrosis Foundation is find a cure and control for cystic fibrosis. Now it's nice to be invited back because I think the concept of venture philanthropy has certainly proven itself for cystic fibrosis, and I think many of you are engaging in relationships with other orphan disease groups and other disease groups to co-invest and de-risk the process of drug discovery. Now it's fun to be brought back because we're talking about the product of some of that, like Kalydeco and other drugs that have certainly resulted from that, and so we are certainly for innovation. But the issue we face as a patient group is what is that fine balance of how you have a pricing model that supports innovation yet at the same time assures access by the patients to these drugs for a lifetime. And you know, us disease organizations are not at the pricing table. So what we have to do is we have to say what is going to be our role in the future. And I hope that as we talk in the future, not only about venture philanthropy, where we are engaged in the early discovery and development process, but we have to be your partners in the value determinations, because we can do things you can't do as an organization. We have models that are available to us, because the most important thing that we have to do is that ultimately the biotech industry and the disease groups are not going to make the decision in terms of access. It's going to be insurers that are going to make that determination. And it's our responsibility to provide them with the data and the metrics and the data that helps them to make informed decisions. Because if they don't make the informed decisions, we all lose in this battle. And I think the patient groups can do that. We have patient registries. We have all of our patients in the United States are seen in care centers around the country. 90% of patients are seen. We have patient registries. We can do quality comparative analysis, comparative effectiveness analysis. We have a natural history of this disease. In fact, before Kalydeco was actually introduced, we took all the patients with G551D mutation and did baseline data. And now we have more data showing the value, in addition to just the value that was given to the FDA, of the value that Kalydeco can mean to extending the lives of these patients and the value that life-changing and the quality of life that's making a difference in the patient. So I'm here to engage you in thinking about that process. You not only can talk about politicians, the legislature, the mayor, but you've got to bring the patients in that process, bring it in early, and the insurers have got to tell us, what do you want to hear from us?